You're in the Suckhole right now, which is the facility of the Super Suck Lord and his company Suckadelic, and this is where we make our bootleg action figures. Making bootleg action figures is a lot like sampling in hip-hop, where you take little bits and pieces from different songs, different figures, recombine them into something new, and hopefully there's something transformational going on. I don't know where this stuff belongs because it's not quite right in a toy store, and doesn't fit into like a traditional art gallery either. It sort of exists in its own space, and that's a space that's being created as it grows, and that's what makes it exciting, I think, to people. I've been inclined to make toys my entire life, since I was a kid, since the first Star Wars figures came out, and that just became hardwired into my way of sort of experiencing the world. So that's just the direction that my creativity went in. I started studying the mold craft and started producing this stuff in earnest in 2005. It was the same time that I got my first art studio, so I was under a lot of pressure to pay for that, and that's what drove me to come up with a cheap way of doing mass production. We started making the mold boxes out of Lego. Like, this is for making a mold of this sexy girl. Normally I would have like gone to the Container Store and had to buy a box if they made it. I can make custom boxes, and there's no waste.
Fuck you, pay me.
Everything being made here is always being rushed out the door because I always have to fucking make money. Corners are cut everywhere, and that just materializes in the product. I was smart to build that into the brand and make that the sort of chief aesthetic of it. I think other artists would be more inclined to keep the fact that they're hustling and struggling kind of quiet and make it seem or present themselves as if they're making the work at leisure, when they're probably not. They're probably hustling just as much as I am. It's the Gay Empire figure, and this isn't the first figure I made, but it was the first success that I had. It is a fuck you, you know, to people that think that gay people should be anything less than completely integrated into everything. So just the fact that it exists, and like these big cock stormtroopers are gonna come and kick your fucking family values ass off the edge of the earth. So get ready for that. Using things in popular culture is just a great way to say something. Well, like putting a Sleestack in a business suit, it's almost sort of calling into attention or just the fact that we are really just these animals, you know, with this sort of veneer of civility on top of us, and inside of us are these savage creatures. Plus, Sleestacks are fucking rad. I have a lot of theories, or just like underpinnings to the work that has to do with supervillains. You know, the villain is the one that takes action to make something happen for his own benefit, and all the hero can do is react. Like, I think I'm too good for my own good, and that I sacrifice things that I should have because I'm too concerned about other people, and I always struggle with that. I'm a good person trying to be worse. That's always been a quest for me. They have better helmets, they get to do bad shit. Villains are just better. In a villain world, there is no such moral law that just exists by nature. If you can get away with it, then you get away with it. If you can live with it, then you get to live. And I just think that's how I like to think life really is. None of those are my masks. Those are for other guys. I have certain masks, and that represent different. No, none of these represent any parts of my identity. These are masks for other people. I have a couple of different masks that I wear for different reasons. These are none of them.